So we have another pathetic Giants debacle. Happens every game. Every game the last several years. Normal thing. Can't score, lose the game. I can't deal no more. Like I don't know what to say. Like I have no what to say. Like I'm tired of like I bleed giant blue. I bleed Mets blue and orange. I bleed Knicks blue and orange. Like, why is God doing this to me? Like, what have I done to deserve this crap? What have I done? Like, why is this happening? I mean, the Giants lose every game the last several years. In the last 24 games, they're 4-20. They just lose all the time. And nobody wants to blame the quarterback, the only guy that's been there for all these games. I think except one. They had 6 points going to the fourth quarter this game. And they scored a meaningless touchdown at the end. I mean, what do you want? And people want to blame everything else. I have had Eli apologists blame drop passes. So, Throwing Shepard, I guess, dropped the pass when the defender played a good play. He had the ball and the defender was all over and smacked the ball out. Ever Ingram dropped the first down late in the game. I give him that. Eli threw an interception on like the 5-yard line early in the game. They have no touchdowns going to the fourth quarter. No touchdowns. The defense is playing their lights out against the first place team in the NFC East, and you can't score touchdowns. And you have Saquon Barkley, who once again had over 100-some yards from line of scrimmage. ODB, who caught some incredible pass, some incredible catch with the guy hanging over him, but they couldn't convert. The defense got a big fumble recovery. They couldn't convert. And you say offensive line, he got sacked sometimes, but he can't extend plays. Like Alex Smith avoided mad sacks during this game with pressure. Good QBs avoid sacks. Eli Manning is a sitting duck. If there's any type of pressure, he's sacked. It's over. You cannot play quarterback if a rush means the play is automatically over. That happens. Newsflash. If you play quarterback in the NFL, once in a blue moon, sometimes, they're going to be guys coming at you, believe it or not. They're going to be these big defensive linemen, blitzers, coming at you. That will happen if you play quarterback in the NFL. You have to be able to deal with that at some point. You can't be every time, pressure, sack, pressure, sack, pressure, sack. No. You can't win that way. You can't be effective that way. And then dude throw some random bomb, like it's intercepted. Like, come on, man. I'm not saying it's all his fault. The offensive line had some bad plays. Even though they played well, I actually recorded some plays where he had a lot of time and couldn't find somebody or didn't do anything special. So he had time, but there were plays where, like, I was like, yo, nobody, the Flash could escape that sack. There are times when the offensive line does make bad plays or doesn't play well, and there's nothing you could do. You could have, like, the fastest guy on earth, you get a sack. That happened a couple of times. Many plays, he had time, coming up, sack. There are plays we had bad time, didn't find anybody. So now whose fault is that? Oh, so receivers, they can't get open. The rest of his defense is just that great. Like, we're not scoring points and we're losing games. Nobody else sees this? The Giants lose every game and are always trailing. They never score points. They have ODB. They have Saquon Barkley. Sterling Shepard. Okay, Ingram dropped the pass, but he scored the only touchdown. Like, open your eyes. I'm not saying like that quarterback Kyle Lowetta, whatever his name is the answer, but put somebody else back there. Like what other quarterback could go this many games, losing games, and not be subbed out? Even though he got sent out last year, the coach got fired because the last coach said, like, yo, we need to move on Eli. But for some reason, Eli is like untouchable royalty, I guess because of his name. So he could just continually lose a Giants quarterback and people will stay and people will still support him and make every excuse around him. I'm starting to gather a list of excuses that Eli apologists have told me. Defense, offensive line, receivers drop his passes, the front office, play calling. There's others I can't remember right now. Everything but the quarterback, the head of the team, the captain, is at fault. And since 2001, when they have not won one single playoff game, he's the only guy who's been played in every single game. But it's everybody else's fault but his. What does Eli have to do? I've had somebody say when he threw that interception today in the red zone, oh, the defensive player interfered. Like, they'll go through whatever they can to make an excuse. Eli could throw 5 interceptions. They'll be like, oh, the receiver ran the wrong route. Oh, it was a bad play call. The ref didn't see the receiver got held. They'll make every excuse. Except saying maybe the guy who's been playing every game, all the games they lost, maybe he's the guy that possibly is the reason we're losing. I honestly think if you put any decent quarterback behind set other than Manning, the Giants will be deadly. Put a QB that the defense fears, who if there's pressure, he can move around, avoid a sack, create a play, who can zip the ball, who's hungry, who's like motivated, who's not sitting on lows of like, yo, I'm Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion, Manning pedigree. I'm just doing this. 2 years I'm out. I have nothing to prove. You're like, put a hungry young quarterback out there that's trying to ball out and see what happens with the Giants. If that happens and he sucks, you put like some nice young quarterback with mad skills and he sucks and the offensive line can't protect him, he's getting sacked and bumping around, then okay, I'll say, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it's the offensive line. But at least let me see that. Clearly, Eli and his team isn't working. So let me see something else. Did put like, anybody like a Baker Mayfield type, or any nice young quarterback or nice quarterback behind the Giants, or as a Giants QB, and let him not be able to score. And then I'll say, okay, maybe it's offensive line. Maybe I was wrong. It's offensive line all the time. But at least give me the opportunity. I'm tired of this. Like, I'm about to go crazy. I'm tired of the Giants losing every game I watch. And then I got Redskins fans that I have rivalry with texting me, ha, ha, ha. Cowboys fans, ha, ha, ha. Eagles fans, ha, ha. You know? I'm tired of it. It's happened the last several years. I got to deal with this. And I think it's the quarterback's fault because we don't have a good quarterback. We have players. I understand if the roster was completely whack. The Giants roster, I'm like, yo, I like him. He's good. He can play. Whatever team has a running back, receiver combination like ODB and Saquon Barkley, or maybe the Rams, and I guess maybe the Steelers with if Bell is back and Antonio Brown. It's not that often you have that. And then there's other players you can play. Like, and during the broadcast, they started to show Kyle Loetta's profile, anticipating the Giants may have to make a change. What do you have to lose by putting another quarterback in? What's that quarterback going to do? Lose the game? Nothing that Eli hasn't done like all the time the last several years? Like, just try something else and get off the Eli bandwagon. Like, dogs, okay, you won 2 Super Bowls, okay, whatever, blah, 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 you're great, blah, blah. Let's move on. You're not the guy right now. I'm tired of it. You have a bye next week, and Eli still is probably going to play bad. You're going to lose next week, you know? Not 1-7, 3-13. Tired of it, man. Like, open your eyes. Change the quarterback.